primetime showdown. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Strong with the return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
I'll tell you what, this quarterback will sure appreciate a run back like that to begin a ball game. It makes your life a lot easier, and they're going to be set up with really good field position to get things going.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Right back to Irving now. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, siphoning up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He's got it. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break, Brock, as they force this 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. It's a gain of 4 there, and the huge conversion gets them a new set of downs.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Baker throwing again. Brought in close to the 8. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
That's another Bills. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. In the goal line. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Irving. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Now we get to a very interesting call on 3rd down. Kind of a crescendo to this drive. Can the defense rise up knowing there is no margin for error? Just a single yard to go.
Mayfield now on 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills finish up an excellent opening series. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The 2nd drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or can they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Defense had a chance to scheme it up, now lined up to defend this try. Mayfield's going to look to throw this. And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work. 7 if they tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is first and 10.
Let's go.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. This is ahead for about 5. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
From the shotgun, Penix. Falcon isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of third down.
Third and 9.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Finds the in route, complete. Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be fourth down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18.
Here we go on fourth down with Penix. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on down.
Coaches challenge you to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
First down throw here, Mayfield. Falcons driving in, and they're going to bring him down. And after one play of this drive, might already be in trouble. It's going to push him back for a second down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heavily deflating feeling. For that defense, it puts a sack on the board.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Our score, 6-0. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They've got third down well inside field goal range. Shoves him off. Throw is caught by the back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Yep, alert, 180.
Running for it, here's Irving. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You look at the tendencies and the stats, Kate, fourth, and that distance, typically you see pass. Unless, of course, you got the perfect running play in your back pocket and a whole bunch of trust in the people around you.
First down, Bill.
First down, here's Baker. Has it at the 7. And touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills keep their drive alive and reach Pater one play later. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
And it's caught. So they try for 2 once again, and this time it pays off. They're up 14-zip.
Falcons, nothing. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
Now Prater on to send it away. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready up.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10.
Go.
Penix working from the gun. Gets him on the out route. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Falcons will have a first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
On first down, here's Penix. He's got London left side. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First and 10, they're on to Robinson. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. He's not able to get away from the big Vita Vea.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority has got to do some damage.
Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it a one-score game in the first half. Drake London with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Irving on the inside give. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
20! 50.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Philip Rivers. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take a 13-point lead. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. So up comes Mayfield and his offense. They're going for 2. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. They're down to their final 1 in this half. Following that timeout, they're lining up. They're going to try to come up with 2 points.
The Bills are lining up.
Right, they're going to throw for it. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out. Now Prater on to send it away. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And his charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. The Falcons at a deficit. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Penix here from the gun. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. They'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, you get the right blocking, a possessed running back, you get some serious yards on the table.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. From the red zone on first. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Cole Bishop. And the Bills are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down, looking to throw. Mayfield. That's one right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, second and 10.
Good. 180. One touch.
Throwing again is Baker. On the screen, this is White. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Now Prager on to send it away. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. Big man showing up the yards. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons cutting to the lead coming out of halftime. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up first and 10. Baker now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So second down coming up.
At the 35-yard line.
Irving here from the gun. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up third down. to the air on 3rd and long. Got his man. Shakir has it. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
It's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
They'll send him over right. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills go up by 12. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails.
I've heard great receiver coaches say, watch your fingers wrap around the ball. You know, it's pretty clear he should have had that one, and he didn't get the job done. And 2 points, well, they're left on the table.
Now Prater on to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go.
Throwing Penix. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. Still has some space inside the 35. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line.
I can guarantee you that's going to be Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
On first down, here's Penix. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown! The Falcons shrinking the lead some in the third. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Romo on to try the point after.
Lining up for the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons turn the deficit down to 5.
Falcons 21. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. This will end up as a
Bills take
touchback.
over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up first and 10. They give to Irving to start this drive. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
This is Irving on second. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
3rd and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
He's got it. That's going to be a right touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get him on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch. He can do his damage big time.
And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further.
21. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
Now Prater on to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is first and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
And the Falcons first down.
To the air with Penix. Catch made. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks.
Good offenses, okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after it.
Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Falcons will have a first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Matt Milano to pick it off. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
First down, here's Baker. This one falls incomplete. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. So that brings up second down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He's trying to find Rachaad White out of the backfield. So now it's going to be third and long. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Fourth down and 9, and look at this. The offense is still out there. They'll indeed go for this. It's Mayfield. Short pass brought in. And he's going to end up out of bounds, which will end our third quarter. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. To the sideline. It's secured by London. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. And Pete Carroll was there. If he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Penix working from the gun. Hopkins isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher third down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead,
again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Going deep here for the end zone. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by White. And all he can get is 1 yard, ran that right into the defensive front.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Here's White again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
No throw, 3rd and long. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd. Doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
I can hear it now, okay? Before it even comes out of my mouth when I say anybody but a receiver or corner is the best athlete on the field. And I'm starting to really feel like these DNs in today's NFL game are the best athletes. And when you watch one chase down a play like that for negative yards, I'll make my case and I'll stay in my opinion.
And he's going to get stopped for right around the 45-yard line. Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance. Mayfield to throw for it. The call won't work out. That's incomplete. We're going to have a change of possession on the other side of our 2-minute warning.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Matt Milano in to pick it off. Well, he's had the kind of scoring day you love to see out of him. 3 touchdowns in the book so far, but now 3 interceptions thrown as well. Gotta do without those.
Yeah, you do. The aggressiveness has helped him find the end zone several times, but it's also led him to find defenders several times as well. You got to figure this out. It's a quarterback teeter-totter. How to dial the mistakes back while keeping that aggressive mindset as well.
He's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
1st down. It's a gain of 10.
From the gun, a run for White. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
180!
Running on 2nd with White. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third one after back-to-back negative losses.
And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Staring down that down and distance, it was going to take some type of big play offensively to extend the drive. But all that sack did was create a bigger play for the defense.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Clark Phillips with the pick. And the Falcons will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
And 10 yards to go.
Throwing now. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Bills will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders or offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Running with Irvin again on 2nd. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bills as we say goodbye from Atlanta.
Green around the world looking militant. I fly United, never spirited. mean Michelin, traveling on dividends. She say that I'm bald like a 90s symbol is. I'm getting paid talking rap on the internet. Yeah, my name Green, but I ain't crab, I be generous. LA to Virginia, I just sold my latest song. Japanese denim flying straight from Manapon. Rolling out to Durban, Marvel pudding with some prawns. Then I fly out to Miami and I'm eating like a don, huh? I go to Miami just for dinner.